Captain's log, personal. I'm in big trouble. We was transporting a Vulcan ambassador to a neutral planet, and I said something stupid, which I wish I didn't say. I said something stupid that I shouldn't have said, but the Vulcan ambassador, he just like, "What'd you say?" And I said it again, and he says, "Don't you ever say that to me again. That's not good at all." And I'm going, "Well, why?" He goes, "Look it up. It's got meaning. It's bad meaning on it." And I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that word had meaning to it, because years ago I used to say it to my family and that, and no one ever said anything was bad. But unfortunately, it's bad somehow." So he got transported down to the planet, and I went ahead and checked it out, and it's got meaning, all right. And I'm like, dang, I didn't know that it had any meaning at all, but it did. So he went ahead and told the Vulcan High Command all about it. And now I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for the admiral to call me and probably chew me a new one. It's like, damn, you try to do something right and you say something wrong, and man, it just goes kapooey. But I never knew that would make a big difference as it did. So guess I have to do more research in that and find out before you say anything without hurting people's feelings. But man, how the heck do you know that a word like that you said years ago had meaning like it does now? It's absolutely crazy. So we'll just sit here and find out what kind of communications I get from whoever's going to send me a communications back and probably rip me a new one. So it's like, dang, really? I don't know. So, all right, I just thought I'd make a recording of this so I can have it on my personal record and make sure I don't do this again. I mean, like I said, it's absolutely no disrespect to the ambassador at all. Didn't know it had any kind of meaning, as I found out it does. I mean, I respect the ambassador very well. Never want to hurt the ambassador at all. Just something stupid that just happens. I mean, it happens to all of us. We all do stupid stuff at now and then. And boom, boom, here we go. We did a stupid thing, and now we're screwed. It's like, dang. I don't know. I would just have to see what's going on. And I did hear the Vulcan ambassador say he's going to contact High Command and probably try to pull all the Vulcans out of the Federation. And I'm like, it's just one little slip up of a word, but evidently that's all it takes. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep you up to date what's going on, or keep myself up to date, I should say. So that's why I'm hiding in auxiliary control here. So, all right, well, everyone, we'll just go from there, and that's about it. Oh, man. Captain Boone, out.
Captain Boone, my old friend, I am troubled by the things you have reported, but I'm reminded of Captain Archer. There was a particular incident in which, while visiting an alien planet, his pet dog relieved itself on a sacred tree. Captain Archer, he didn't understand why it was so important to these people and why they should have been so offended by his actions. But eventually he took the time and he learned about the actions that were taken and why it was such a problem. And genuinely apologized and took the best actions that he could to correct for it. If the Vulcan ambassador is as logical as he claims to be, and you are genuine in your apologies and take proper steps to rectify yourself, then I'm certain things will come together for you. Or at least I hope so, my old friend. Best wishes, and I will speak to you again soon. Your old friend, Cyrano.
You know, I like to enjoy myself. On the downtime that I get, the little bit that I get, I like to enjoy myself. I like to enjoy a beverage, catch up on the news and what's going on. Now, generally, I do not like to make other people's business my business. That is the recipe for conflict, especially when you don't have all the facts. When you don't have all the facts and you start sticking your nose in the door where it doesn't belong, there starts to be problems. Big problems. However, as I was catching up on my news, Mr. Roy, Admiral Roy, had a little segment on my screens. And apparently you messed up a simple milk run. Except you didn't spill the milk. You literally... I can't believe you did that, Boone. You insulted the Vulcan ambassador. Of all people, you had to insult the ambassador? Give me a break, man. You know, sometimes I wonder how Starfleet promotes people like you into positions like yours. Captain Boone, a captain, disrespecting a power of that nature. You're lucky the Admiral hasn't stripped you of everything you've ever thought you had or will have. Because if I was the Admiral, I'd be skinning you like a cat over this little stunt that you pulled. What I can promise you is you are not going to get any help from me to rectify this situation, and the only reason why I am making a little bit of a log here, or a message to you, or whatever you want to call it, is because it is very upsetting to see such disgrace within the Federation, and that it still exists somehow, even with how tight our protocols are, and weeding out the unworthy, if you'd like to call it. People like you still manage to seep through the cracks and screw up like this. So, I'm not helping you fix it. I pray you do fix it. Vulcan Ambassador is not someone to screw with, because you can't quit flapping your gums. I don't know, Boone. I hope our paths don't cross anytime soon, because choice words I'd have to your face would be much worse than what I'm sending you now. However, I must stay within conduct here. I don't want to be too harsh and come after you about it, but the facts I do know is the facts from the Admiral, and his briefing alone is enough for me to say these things to you. Hope you take a step back for a while, Boone. Take a step back and reconnect with why you are part of all of us in the Federation. Take a step back and remember what you stand for. Take a step back and think about what you have done, caused, and now needs to be fixed. I hope the Admiral doesn't say one word in your defense to the Vulcan ambassador. This is a solo mission for you, Boone. 100%. Take a good look in the mirror. Anyways, I got better things to do than to be dealing with news like this. Disgraceful. Captain Roth, out.
Engineering, how may I direct your call? Oh, hi, it's you. Yeah, everybody is talking about it. Captain Boone is in auxiliary control, hiding right now. You know what this means? Mandatory sensitivity training. I mean, didn't we get enough sensitivity training in Starfleet Academy? You know, for a group of people who are supposed to be logical and unemotional, I've encountered quite a few Vulcans who go off the deep end whenever they don't like what you say. It wouldn't affect an average Federation citizen, but they lodge a formal complaint. Oh great, I was just notified. I have to report to the ship's counselor. Do you think it might be sensitivity training, or are they going to do this in a group setting? I hate it when I have to go to the counselor. She's always asking me, and how does that make you feel? Well, frankly, Doctor, if I wanted you to know how it made me feel, I would have already told you. On days like this, I need a little more Irish in my coffee, if you know what I mean. Or vacation. Or both. Well, it's the end of my shift. Maybe we can get together on shore leave. Catch you later. Engineering, out.
The fact of the matter, Boone, is that you were given a milk run. You were to take the ambassador from point A to point B. That was the total summation of your duties. You were not to engage the ambassador in idle conversation and insult the man not just once, but twice. If this had been one of your junior officers, it could easily be excused, and we'd be completely done with this by now. But no. You are a rank officer. The ambassador has to take this as the position of Starfleet, and a great insult. I'm very disappointed, Boone. Still, I could probably make this go away. But you'll learn much more from it if you take care of it yourself. A simple apology will not suffice. You need to bring the ambassador back to our side of the table. Perhaps you can find a friendly Vulcan to help you with that. One that you haven't insulted. Hopefully you can work this all out. And for the future, you don't have to screw up in order to get my attention. But this isn't sorted out. Well, the Klingons are always looking for help. Admiral Roy, out.